shut the fuck up. Let's go. Look.
I stack dollars, players in Chevys and Monte Carlos, moving big weight by the carload. First you get the money, the power, then the bitches follow. Got a burner on my waist and it's still with hollows. You know the motto, swig it out the bottle. Got a couple model chicks and they love to swallow. Fill up my cup right quick, that's macchiato. And I don't care if you black, white, or eating tacos. I put that on my Tata Andres Delgado. Fuck around and end up in a cup of caldo. I let the 9 blow, running from the 5-0. Pistol on my side, so if you trip, you get your mind blown. I'm from the city where them winos run up to your side though. Empty out a clip and watch it die slow. And then the preacher read the Bible. And to waking the mistakes for trying to take the cake that I won't. Beauty belong, music the cure. Cause when I'm spitting on this microphone, there's never a flaw. Yeah, never a flaw. Never a flaw, cause when I'm spitting on the microphone, there's never a flaw.
Hey, yo, what is up? What is going on? We are back with another episode of the O.O.C. Got the usual suspects in the house, of course, Roberto and JG. And both these mother effers are still muted. Like you take off mute. Roberto, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Right here, Wednesday nights with my boys, them. Bigger Ford Entertainment, crushing his partners, as usual. JG Shaolin, terrific. Getting shit off our chest like we do live. Live!
How does it feel to lose to a fucking kicker? Again, Roberto.
You know what? I have to say, this is the worst fucking year for me in football. I am telling you.
Oh, man. Listen, I was...
money one way, send the money another way. This fucking season was a headache.
Listen, I'm in second place, right? I was in first place for a while, then I lost it.
You would have been first place.
Listen, I was at the point where if I didn't win this game, I would have moved to third place, right? So, and this is a pool, the fantasy, not the pool, JG, right?
Okay, my bad. Yeah.
No, it's cool. But I needed like 25 points on the Sunday, and it was a kicker. And I'm like, God, I'm not gonna win this. The only way
Don't forget, I had the tight end.
Yeah, I know, and he got you 0 points.
That's the kind of fucking season I had.
Everything that I needed to happen to win happened. I was watching the kick. He had 2 kicks, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to close, but I need this amount. And the game was getting close. So I said, all right, this game needs to go into overtime. And then in overtime, he needs to kick a 50-yard field goal. And guess what happened? The game went into overtime, and in overtime, he kicked it. You should have seen me when they were doing that drive. And I was like, okay, no more yards. You're right there. You can kick a 50. Don't fucking move, right? So when they got tackled and they didn't make it, I was like, yes. Then he kicked the field goal, and I seen that. I went up, and I was like, oh, thank God. So I ended up securing my second place. But that,
yeah,
and then
I made my shit till the morning because that's the kind of season it's been. I can't go to sleep looking at that shit. I open my shit in the morning. I see 8th place. I was like, what the fuck? What? What? I go back and see Nzo beat me. I almost broke my phone, man. I couldn't fucking believe it. I said, this guy didn't text me? This guy didn't fucking pull out his soap out the cupboard and just throw the bottle on me, man?
Yo, I was telling you, because I had Joe Burrows in there for the whole time, and right before the game, I took him out. I put in Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield did shit. If I had Burrows in there, there's no issue. I win, right away. So, but I was kicking myself for that mistake. I'm like, God damn, I should have just stuck with my guns. You know what I mean? But I ended up pulling it out. So that was a doozy.
Yeah,
that was a doozy.
No, I don't give a fuck what happens in the playoffs.
I'm telling you, man. If you're a lover of football, this is great because it's wide
100%.
open. Anybody can do it. But if you're in fantasy or some pools, this is the worst. This is the worst.
Only the pick'ems too, JG. The pick'ems too. I'm taking some games. Like I took Cincinnati. I don't know how many other people took Cincinnati. That I was like, nice. What?
Uh-huh.
What? What?
Uh-huh.
No.
Uh-huh.
Back to back interceptions.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the
It's
season I've had.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It looks like Chris is probably going to win that unless a miracle happens.
I tried to help you out, Nzo.
I
tried to help you.
Well, look, JG,
I know. But
I
Chris
was with you, and the fact that Nzo didn't give his verdict to the end, I knew he wasn't going to want to be the rotten guy. Because in all reality, Chris should not have been allowed to do it.
Nope.
100%.
We're playing for dollars now. And I
100%.
said, if you could timestamp that, Chris, I'm good with it. It happens.
100%. No, he couldn't timestamp it because he sent it late. There was no doubt about it. It was sent late. It was the second time he did it. The first time I didn't let it pass. I was like, nah, can't do that. You gotta miss that game. You know what I mean? But this time I was like,
I even agree with what Danny said. Let him have the afternoon games. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I did tell him that. I said, if the vote doesn't go through, I'll let you have the afternoon games. And then he was like, oh, well, what's the point? You know what I mean? And I was just like, well, that's your fault, bro. Like, you sent it's 9 minutes late. What am I supposed to do? You know, but he makes it seem, he was making it seem like, oh, well, I tried to send them, but it didn't send.
You probably doctored some AI stuff to make it look like he sent it.
No, there was no proof that he tried to send it. Yeah, there was no proof that he had no proof that he tried to send it. You know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. I gave it to him. I let it pass. But JG,
yo,
do your thing, brother.
JG Shaolin Terrific, the undisputed final boss of the Third Six Champions Shaolin. Wee! Shout out Jim Kelly, martial artist, film actor, black guy, for those who didn't know. Welcome to the O.O.C. Primetime Wednesday nights with the host Nzo, aka the Abbott, and the Osiris of the the Spliff King, the Professor of Gunja, alongside his co-host Roberto, aka Mr. 100, aka No Trouble Did Anything Gonna Be Irie. No woman, no cry. And check us out tomorrow, I believe. Supergirl trailer's coming out officially. So Superwise may be doing a live on it. If so, I may be there for that.
Absolutely, 100%. And we got some stuff to talk about. I know you see the titles, the Netflix Warner Brother deal. Roberto's probably saying, wait, what the hell? But there's a reason why I put it up there, Roberto, because it does correspond to Mr. Orange Hat. All right. So yeah. just so you know. All right. But you know how we do on the O.O.C. always and every day. We got some jokes every now and then. And we got a few good ones over here today. Let me bring up this one first. No, not this one. Hold on. All right. You know what? Let's start with this one.
That's funny.
One more time. You know what? I'm glad I brought that up because it did remind me of something. All right. So Danny sends me a message, right? He's like, yo, I don't know, bro, but it's freaking cold over here. He's like, it's 43.
That's cold for us, Nzo.
So I went. So I went and I changed 43 Fahrenheit to Celsius. You know what that was, Roberto?
What?
+4.
What?
Did I not tell you guys last week that 50 degrees is cold for us all the time?
It was +4. That's the weather he said was cold.
What if they do the math when we tell them our temperature so they could freak out?
They couldn't survive. If +4 is cold, they would not survive in this.
I know I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't.
That's spring weather, man.
You know what I mean? I was like, I would eat that one. You got people in South Carolina will think I'm crazy. I'd be running around in a nice little jacket, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this is great. You guys be like, oh, this is too cold.
You be the only guy in the street.
Pussies. I'm like, what are we doing here? Oh my God. +4 is cold. Okay. I get it. Next one. Yeah, hear this one.
Blind and has a dream.
Let's start it over.
If a person is blind and has a dream, can they see it? If milk goes bad if you don't refrigerate it, then how come it doesn't go bad inside of a cow? If you were born deaf, what language would you think in? If money is the root of all evil, then why do they ask for it in church? When you lose a thought, where does it go? If we can't see air, can fish not see water? If a tomato is a fruit, does that mean that ketchup is a smoothie?
Huh?
When we yawn, do deaf people think we are screaming?
Wow.
That last one got me.
Huh?
That last one.
The yawning and deaf people, eh?
What was everybody screaming?
Oh, Roberta, you're gonna like this one, right? Because I know you have a lot of road rage. Watch this one. Hold on, let it come up. Oh, come on. Come on, streamer. I gotta get your stuff together. Oh shit. All right. Road rage in Detroit takes an unexpected turn.
What? There was traffic coming the other way, and they had somebody already in the middle lane that was coming over.
Hey, man, I didn't get no pussy this morning either. There's something for us to be arguing about, man. I apologize, bro.
Fair enough. Have a good day.
You too, man.
Oh man, that's funny.
Dude said, fair enough. You know what I mean? Oh my god, that is hilarious. I was dying when I heard that one.
That's
All
a
right,
good
what
one.
it is a good one. It is a good one. Let me see what else we got. I think I have one more. Play that one. Yeah. This one. Here we go.
Ugh, who made this nasty shit, Charlie Brown? See, this is exactly why I didn't want to invite his ass. But there's a piece of dog hair in my potato salad, you string-haired bitch! If it's not grape Kool-Aid or chicken, nothing ever satisfies you people. Good fucking grief.
You say some racist shit like that again and I'll beat the string beans out your ass, bitch!
Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord, I swear. And there's a bunch of them that they're doing with that Charlie Brown and stuff, you know? Hey G Major, what's up? He said, what did I walk into? Pure jokes. He said, hello everyone. What's up yesterday, Emprise? How you doing? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. We're gonna get into the next topic. Then I know JG sent some jokes, so we're gonna get
I
JG.
sent a whole bunch of them jokes. Also, it never shows all my jokes. He'll
I
show
am
one
going-
or two.
I
of
am
the one
going-
that's not even the best ones. But he'll show
I am
one
going.
or two.
I am going to show your jokes. All right, I will. Don't worry, I got you. Danny said, "Charlie Brown, say it ain't so." What's up, Danny? How you doing, brother? Thank
What
you
up,
guys
D?
for popping in. Much
What up,
appreciated. All right. So the first topic we're going to get into is not one of the usual topics that we do here have on the O.O.C. We try to stick away from the pop culture stuff, seeing is that, you know, we do a bunch of shows about pop culture, but this one's kind of relevant, right? And because it has to do with our favorite Mr. President over there, you guys' you know, friend over there. Oh, first let me ask you this, JG.
Yo,
Jasmine Crockett running for Senate. What do you think?
go for it. You see her doing her thing outside with them all that black on?
Uh-huh. No, I didn't see that one. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. JG said, ooh, oh boy, really?
Now, come on, Nzo. Only thing I said bad about her was sometimes she had to watch what she said. Sometimes she may have to make deals across the aisle. Other than that, I ain't saying nothing bad about her.
Like I said, ain't no damn friend of mine. I don't know. Some of you American people, I got a question. You know what I mean? This one here on the panel over here. Oh yeah. We already know the running. We already know the running joke going on over here. That you know, that's JG's daddy. You know, so
yeah, leave my president alone.
There you go. You see?
He saw got his hair done the other day. It looked pretty good, man. Got the tan on him. Look good up there.
You better start going in the Stephen A. Smith category.
Facts.
Oh no. That's blasphemous. I'm never going
I
down that
swear.
road.
This light only does this when I'm on the O.O.C, you know. It's crazy. Keeps going on. All right. So, for those of you that don't know, Warner Brothers is deciding to sell off all their properties, the movies, linear TV, and all of that stuff, right? So, there's a bidding war going on for a long time. Until recently, we ended up finding out that Netflix won the bid. Now, a lot of people are worried about Netflix getting the bid too, because we know that Netflix doesn't like to put their movies in theaters and stuff like that, right? But now we have Paramount, who was in the bidding for a long time, right? Sundance, Paramount, they've been in the bidding, they've been trying to get it. So when it came to find out that Netflix won the bid, Paramount went behind their backs, went to the shareholders directly, and offered them 103 million so that they would not sell it to Netflix. So basically, they are trying to pull Warner Brothers out of Netflix's hand. Now, here's where it gets deep, Roberto. The guy who runs Skydance, I think is something Emery or something like that, right? He's the same guy that's trying to buy TikTok. Same guy that's trying to buy TikTok is in leagues with Orange Hat. So they are good friends with Orange Hat. So not only is the president, United States.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah. Captain Orange. That's it. Thank you, Captain Orange. So they're in cahoots with Captain Orange, right?
Really?
Yes. So not only do they want to buy TikTok, they want to buy Warner Brothers for what? One reason and one reason only, so that they can put out their own propaganda stuff. Now, here's one of the kickers. What they're saying is that extra money that they got to put in that bid came from the Saudis.
Ooh.
Yes. So now the Saudis, Donald Trump, and Skydance are trying to take Warner Brothers away from Netflix. There is only one reason for them to do that. That is because they have been trying to change the narrative. They have been trying to get rid of our history. They've been trying to do that for the longest time now. They're actually in the process of doing that. So imagine what would happen if these guys not only owned TikTok, but also owned Warner Brothers Studios as well. What do you think, Roberto?
Scary shit. But where is all this information being placed?
What do you mean?
The average person don't know about this shit.
Oh, well,
I'm the average person.
I got you. Well, we're in the thick of it, right? So this is the stuff we talk about all the time.
That people should know.
Yes, right. Because you know what?
Change the views of his followers, but to give more support to the non-followers.
Yes, and you know why they don't tell the people this? Because to them, it's just a regular company buying another company, right? But there is so much shit behind them. They are fighting so hard to get this studio. You have to ask yourself why. Why do they want Warner Brothers so bad, right? Of course it makes money, 100%. Netflix wants it for that reason. But Netflix doesn't want the linear channels or anything. They just want the streaming stuff, right? So that the movie studios and then the streaming stuff, so that they could put all of their stuff on streaming. Paramount wants it because what I'm hearing, the rumblings, is that the Saudis, right, they are already making demands saying they want certain movies, they want agendas taken out of movies, they want this and that. So the Saudis are already making sort of demands to show that if they're able to get it, what they would do. And I'm telling you guys, remember, we talked about this many times. Be careful what you wish for. If somebody shows you who he really is, fucking believe him. Believe him. JG, what are your thoughts?
I don't think most people care. Even if they did have this information, they wouldn't care.
It's a good point.
All they want to care about is, will I get to see my shows? Will I get to see my movies? Will James gonna get fired? What's gonna happen with DC? What's gonna happen? That's all you really hear about. They don't care about the real stuff that you're talking about. So even if this was thrown right into their faces, remember the election, all this stuff was thrown in their faces. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, Saudis, they got the money. And if Trump is back, if Trump is in on it, and he's got control of the courts, who thinks going to get it? Trump is all about the deal. He's all about the deal, the big deal. He always talks about it.
You just said that, JJ. If he has the courts already, which he does, right? So they're talking about this deal was supposed to be finished like in 2027. Now they're talking about 2030 before we even get like the finish or like signed papers of it's completely bought. It's crazy what's going on. Roberto, you were gonna say?
Poof. I just tried to do it again. Just good.
So he's trying to control the media, right? He does it all the time. Fake news, everything is fake news. So what are we going to do is we buy these movie companies and then we can put out the stuff that we actually want to put out. We want to put out a certain, go ahead.
They keep putting out projections on how much the Trump family's generates or has generated since he's been reelected. And it just keeps going up all the time in the billions. And that is still not enough to sway some people to say, hey,
enough is enough. I know. 100%. 100%. Let's see these comments real quick. Being in the Senate, maybe Jasmine Crockett will have to tone down with the language. Listen, I don't think Jasmine Crockett has to tone down with anything. You keep doing you. That's what I'm saying. You keep doing you, right? I get it. A lot of people are running around here, and there's a video too. Oh, Jasmine, and it's a black woman too. Jasmine Crockett is ratchet. You know how disrespectful that is to say about someone who is in a way higher power than you, a little TikToker, right?
Yo,
you know how disrespectful.
Doesn't China own TikTok?
Well, they had to sell it to America, which is the guy from Skydance who's trying to buy it. So they're finishing the deals for.
They have to. China has to do something to the U.S.
Yeah, they have to. They had to sell it, or else it would have been banned in the U.S. U.S. was going to ban TikTok.
They'll own the American,
the U.S. side, yeah, the American side, yeah, they'll own the American side, and that deal is actually going through too, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, I get it that there's this narrative around here where it's like, oh, you know, we gotta act more like them. You know what I mean? I think if she just if she can just be herself, I think there'll be enough black people that will gravitate to her. Hopefully it's enough to get her elected to whatever she wants to do. But I think you keep doing what you're doing, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing you doing is ratchet. You ain't out there running around showing off your ass and, you know, in little poom poom shorts like a sexy red type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, do what you got to do, man.
You're doing for the people. I don't give a shit what you say.
100%. 100%. Because listen, Trump says the shit he is saying about the Somalians? What? What? The shit he is saying about them and the narrative? None whatsoever. And the narrative that's going around right now where it's like there's a hit list. You know what I mean? Blacks, then the Mexicans, now the Somalians. We got to get them all out of America. Get them all out. You know what I mean? It's crazy. He said, "Look at that damn cat behind Nzo. He live in a doggone palace. What the hell? You're funny, Danny. You know, we make sure our animals are good, bro. What are we talking about here? You know what I mean? They are part of the family, right, Roberto?
That's right.
What are you doing? You know,
they drive us crazy. They're part of the family.
Oh, 100%, 100%, absolutely. Stop hating, Danny. You know what I mean? Selfishly, I wish Sony would buy it because then Spider-Man would go back to Marvel, I think. That would be a good choice. Skydance Paramount are some greedy bitches, 100%. And Trump said no sale if Warner Brothers will pass and last involves the sale of CNN. Yeah, he's like, they're literally trying to stop this deal, Roberto. like stop it, saying no, if it's not sold to us, basically nobody's getting it. Nobody's getting it.
Okay.
The Allison family would be one of the most powerful media empires in the world if they owned Warner Brothers, Paramount, and TikTok. Don't forget about TikTok. Exactly, stranger. And that's exactly what they want to own so that they can split their narrative, put whatever they want on TV, right? Rewrite history. It's crazy. Saudi Arabia just brought for $55 billion. Yeah. JG is right. In no lifetime is JG ever right. All right.
I'm always
he ain't
right.
doing that. I know I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist, but TV is brainwashing, and they have successfully succeeded in brainwashing people and do only want the drugs, which is TV. What are your thoughts on that, Roberto?
Could you repeat that, please?
Sure. Said, I know this is going to sound like a conspiracy theory, but TV is brainwashing, and they have successfully succeeded in brainwashing people and do only wanting the drugs, which is TV, or only wanting the drugs, which is TV.
You have to say which generation, of course, because, you know, I watch shit just to... It's good TV right now, like they said when Trump's president. But right now, it's a little disturbing, you know, because he's much worse than he was the first time. And the people that support him are coming to the point where they should get a punch in the face.
Facts.
That's what I'm feeling. Like when I watch these shows now, I'm like, man, punch this motherfucker in the face, man.
Facts.
You know, like,
facts.
How could you be on a national television defending the stupidness this fucking guy's pulling off? Like, stupidness. The words that come out of his mouth is so non-presidential. Like, what president in any part of the fucking world talks like this guy?
Well, remember, Roberto, that's why he won. Because he wasn't presidential. Or he wasn't.
Yeah, but that's what people were hoping. But like Nzo said, the evidence was there.
But again, people do
not care. He's not a president. But what he wants to do as a non-president is stuff that you should not want to happen. So it's irrelevant if he's a non-president or a president. We want a guy who's going to actually do what he says he's going to do when he's running for presidency or running for mayor or running for governor. Whatever you're running for, you come with a mandate. We say, hey, I like what this guy stands for. I'm voting for him. But they never fucking do it.
Exactly. So who
people like us just don't fucking vote anymore. We don't want to be a part of your circus, right?
Exactly. I'm right there with you, Roberto. Like, what's the point of voting?
Vote and see the guy. I'm going to do this, this, and this. But wait, doesn't this guy's history matter? Doesn't this guy's background matter? Look into, okay, he's not a president. What has he done? Oh, fuck, he bankrupted that many companies? Oh, fuck, he was in this scandal and that scandal? Why would I put this guy as president? That should be the first words that come out of your mouth.
Unfortunately, it's not. Right? It's not. And it's crazy because if he was a darker skin, you know all of that stuff would have been talked about. You know all of that stuff would have been talked about 100%. Every single scandal, every single thing he did would have been talked about 100%. But to JG's point, he's right. These people, they didn't care. The ones that voted for Trump, they just did not care. They did not. And there are a few of them, because we had arguments with a few of them when we brought up Project 2025, that sat there and said that Project 2025 was propaganda, that Project 2025 was a scare tactic, shiftingism. And
I will say this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Brother Nzo. It was propaganda up until Trump got a hold of it. Because they always threw out something every year, right? Every election, I would throw out some project this, project that. But when Trump got a hold of it, we knew, oh shit, this shit is real. This shit is real.
You are correct that they do put out it every year. I just think it's something they put out, but Trump was the one that they knew that would be able to get it.
Yeah, that's
done,
what I'm saying.
You know?
Like when he got a hold of it, oh yeah, it's about to happen.
Something they didn't read. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Like we broke it down on this show, like everything. And now if we were to break it down, which we've done, I think we did break it down a couple of shows ago where we talked about what he actually accomplished from it. And it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot of the things that they said was going to happen has happened in there. So at the end of the day, when are we going to stop and understand that when somebody shows you who the hell they are, you have to believe them, right? Honestly, like it's, hey, I'm not American, so I'm good over here, right? I'm just saying, my poor brothers over there, you guys need some help, man. I'm sorry. Some of you need some serious help. God, it's crazy.
American on you, JG. Y'all in some trouble over there.
Oh, bro, we've been in trouble for we've been in trouble for God knows how long, bro. We've been in so much trouble. And to your point, we want
not on this level. I mean, if you want to look at it like that, then you could take this with a grain of salt. But you know, as long as I've been alive on this planet, I don't remember the U.S. ever being in this state before. Ever. Like, there's so many people who don't want to go to your country. Imagine how many people don't want you in their country. Like, you guys are going to have to start lying where you're from to go to places eventually, the way it's going on, JG. That's what I'm saying. It's for the people that live there and say, you know what, it doesn't really affect me. Yes, it does. Because this guy's putting such a footprint out there that there's ripples to it, man.
100%.
I love my American friends. Nothing that this man does, JG, will change how I feel about you, Danny, and anybody else I've met in the YouTube world. Nothing.
Yeah, 100%.
But when I go on my Facebook, you know, to get some laughs, and I see some people bigging up what Trump's doing, some of these people don't fucking remember where they come from. Because, you know, if you're crying about, you know, being singled out and eliminated, you can't celebrate anybody going through that path. You couldn't walk out on anybody, maybe then other than the people who did it to you. But for you to celebrate it?
Hey, Roberta, you cooking? Did you have some galactic today?
I don't know, man. You gave me some black PTSD. It's fucking crazy, Nzo. It's fucking crazy. And, you know, we can't put a topic to this shit. It's just, you know, we hit a topic, we pull the cord, and the fucking engine just roars. And this is one. Like, I'm saying I can't believe I'm racist. I'm admitting it. I am racist. I'm not going to say against who, but all I could say is that, like anything else that you fill up, you reach a limit where you have overflow. And when you have overflow, it's always damage. So when does fucking immigration stop? When do you say, okay, we're at our peak. Our city was built for X amount of people. We cannot take any more because you're going to have more people. You're going to buy more cars. You're going to do more people walking, more this, more that, more damage to the city. Nobody takes all those fucking things into consideration. That's why I've become who I've become. Angry fucking black man in a car.
He said, I actually heard some people say that after the election, they didn't know about the criminal stuff. They didn't know that Joe Biden dropped out of the race. They didn't even know who Kamala Harris was. Really? Trump's approval rating is at an all-time low. Should be.
I believe stranger.
You know, there's
people who people have no clue what's going on in the world. Like you can say stuff that happened, and they'll tell you that's impossible, but it actually already happened. So how is it fucking impossible?
Agreed.
It's scary, Nzo, man.
You know, there's something that I recently read, which was if you voted for him the first time, that's understandable because you didn't know who he was. If you voted for him the second time, that's a little troubling. But if you vote for him a third time, that's non negotiable. And what's wrong with you? Well, it's definitely a possibility that he's trying to make sure that he does run for third term, but he's going to be like, what, almost 90? You really want an old man like that running you know what I mean? And I think I seen a video where they kind of broke it down. There should be age limits on the president of any official. There should be an age limit, right? Biden,
people don't really go senile until they start hitting those numbers.
yes, and you could see Biden, his shit was like that, right? I remember one time I seen it, he looked like he was fine, and then the next time he didn't know what the hell he was doing. It just hits you just like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, at a certain age, you shouldn't be able to be running for president or be president. You should have an age limit, or any government official, you know, 100%.
If I were Biden, I would just shut the fuck up, say I have laryngitis, and I have people speak for me, man.
You know?
Keep my seat. You know what I mean?
Facts.
He had the right people around him, fuck.
Facts. Let's show this, because I love this video. Watch this.
Federal or not, it's against the law. I'm an officer of the law. Hands on anyone out here. Watch me. Up against the pillar.
Yes, right. About time, y'all.
Keep quiet.
Let's go NYPD.
NYPD.
Now, from what I know, this is not an AI generated video. There has been no proof that it's been AI generated. So if this is a real video, kudos to fucking you.
Oh, 100. I saw that video and I was like, yes.
Kudos to you. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly right. Because at the end of the day, right, we know that these ICE agents aren't just going after the illegals. They are going after people who are doing it the right way. I'm going to try and find the video, but there's this video, this woman who said they done all the steps, right? They showed the immigrants, whatever. They did all the steps. They were at the, where you pledge allegiance to the flag.
Mm-hmm.
ICE was taking them from there.
That's ridiculous.
Taking them from
quota,
there.
Man. These guys have a quota. They
have
to deport X amount a month. And we're talking like 20 plus thousand a month they have to deport. That's how they're getting the contract.
That is crazy, bro. So if I'm trying to find a video. I don't remember where I saved it. Damn it.
What happens here when the cops have to meet their quota? You fucking see it's Christmas. Cops are all over the place writing tickets for the stupidest shit because they got to get quota. Happens once every couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they're doing now with immigration. They have a quota, so they're fucking going out there and just snatching whoever they can, and cha-ching, cha-ching, like a bonus, and you get a chargeback, Nzo, but with no chargebacks. You know what I mean? Think about it, man.
Well, 2024 was his third time because he ran in 2016. Oh, I got you. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I got you, stranger, because he didn't win, but he still ran. I got you. What are your thoughts, JG?
What were we talking about? We went through about 3-4.
through all of it.
Damn. Or Roberto kind of took the wind out of me because he spoke truth to power what he said. So no point in me saying anything with that. About this immigration stuff, man, it's sad. It's sad because, and I keep saying on this stream over and over again, immigration reform should have been dealt with a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago. Can't cry with spilled milk, but if once I did what they were supposed to do, we wouldn't be dealing with Trump and his bullshit now. And whoever takes over, now I pray to God he doesn't run and win again. But whoever takes over next, I don't think they're going to be able to fix any of this stuff.
Facts.
Because what Roberto said, look, how we looked around the world now. Like in some places, America's already looked down on anyway. Especially if you're a Black American, that's even worse.
Yeah.
A lot of places, right? Now we're dealing with this stuff. Man, like where can we go? What can we do? Right? What needs to happen? Whoever's going to run again, whoever wins. Because in reality, when they're running, they're just saying whatever they did say that's going to get them elected.
Yeah.
What needs to happen? Do something with the health insurance. It is ridiculous. Do something about how we can raise wages so people can make money. Right? Do something about immigration reform, please. Because sanctuary cities, I get it, but just allowing open borders, that was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Whatever the reason were, huge mistake. And about Trump shit. That was a big news. It was a big mistake. They did it. They screwed up. I say millions and millions of dollars doing what I'm doing. That bullshit. So, I don't know, dude. I try to come up with things like, man, what can be done differently? What can we can't fix it. I think America has finally reached its plateau to where we're actually no longer big dogs, but we can no longer say we're big dogs anymore. I think China's the big dog right now.
100%. Monique said it can't be fixed in one term. That's for sure. 100%.
It might take 3 or 4 terms to fix any of this stuff.
Yeah. Bro, Paramount Skydance gets Warner Brothers. Imagine what could it mean for Star Trek? It could make Star Trek so much better. Not necessarily.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Everything you talk about this shit, what's everybody talking about?
I know. Not to
get on you, stranger. Oh, whoever said it, not get on. I'm just saying in general, like
Daniels.
Yeah, Dan, not to say nothing against them, right? But I'm just saying.
Yeah, we explained why it could be bad. I know. That's why it's like, yeah, not necessarily. I get you. Unless you're in a small hillbilly town, quota is a big myth. You don't get any extra incentives if you write 1 ticket or 2,001 tickets. It doesn't matter if you make 1 arrest of 1,000. Oh, what do you say about that, Roberto?
Well, we're not in a small hillbilly town.
I do remember also saying...
Yeah, I know. But that's why he said, unless you're in a small hillbilly town.
Well, you know what? Canada ain't like the U.S., Danny. You guys, we could actually tell a cop, fuck you, and not have a knee in our neck. I can tell you several differences between us and you guys over there. But
I can do it sometimes.
I have officers who are police officers. I have friends who are police officers, and they tell me things. I'm not going to call them out, but they say things in the hockey locker room, and I believe them. Why would they say it? They told me, 50 zone, do 68, they'll never pull you over. He doesn't say, the cops don't tell everybody that.
And so here's the thing, right? It may not be a quota per se, but a bonus for getting the most arrests. You know what I mean? A bonus for writing the most tickets. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so yeah, okay, you need to write this around to get a bonus. All right, now you got 5 people trying to get that bonus. So
I'm just saying everywhere is different, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I drove in parts of the world where some man just jumps out in the middle of the road, and the 2 elders get out of the car and just go in their pockets, give the man something, and we're on our way. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Is that guy a cop? Yeah, kinda. You see all kinds of fucking shit all over the world. It happens.
So, bro, aren't you happy they after another race besides us? No, because who's next? Who's next?
And they ain't gonna stop. They're not gonna stop on us because you're going after somebody else.
No, they going after the other people. Once they get rid of everybody else, next is us. We will be the hardest.
Get us while they're getting other people, Nzo.
I know. But I'm talking about
like we get a break. Oh, finally we get a break. They're going after the Latinos. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm talking full out though. No, full out going after us too as well. You know what I mean? They get rid of all the stragglers. Yeah, 100%. So it's just a matter of time. Like Roberto said, they still go after us anyways. But if they get rid of everybody else, the only people left are the black people. Right? And you're going to hear how much of a criminal we are. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a second. I just wanted to play this video first because it's a part of what we are talking about with the immigration stuff. So listen to this.
Everybody needs to hear what just happened and be equally, if not more, outraged than I am. In Boston, at Faneuil Hall, people lined up to swear their oath, which is the final step of citizenship. It means that they have passed all the background checks, all the tests, all the interviews. Some have waited years and years and years, have been working here, paying taxes, contributing to society, and they are at the final step, waiting in line at Faneuil Hall to swear their oath. And who showed up? Frozen water agents, pulling them out of line and asking them which country they're from. And if that country was on this administration's world blacklist, they were taken out of line and told to go home, that they would not be swearing their oath. They did it the right way. MAGA has been screaming for years, if they're going to come into this country, they better do it the right way. They did it the right way. They were on the final step just to swear their oath. They have passed everything else. What do you want from them? What do you want from them? What do you fucking want from them? MAGA, get in these comments and tell me how it's different. That you've been screaming this entire time to do it the right way. And when they do it the right way, they get to the final step. I'm talking the final fucking step. They're just swearing their oath. There's no more tests. There's nothing. A final step. And they're like, nah, go home. How is that okay? Tell me in the comments how that's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I wanted to say before you played this video, Nzo?
Go ahead.
Let's just say their little fucking game they're playing pans out. They managed to get rid of all of us. It's just the white people now.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen to those white people that aren't on their side?
Facts. Facts.
Is that question ever thought of or fucking pondered?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're next. They're gonna go after them next.
You know what I mean? It's with everything. It's just a matter of time, unless we stop the fucking clock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I really think, though, and I agree with everything your brother just said. I think it's one of those. It's a fad. Everyone's kind of jumping on the bandwagon a lot of times on social media. Because we haven't done a lot of those celebrities that said Trump wins, they're going to move away from the country.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I think this really is. What a lot of these people are doing these social media stuff. I believe there's a certain percentage that actually care. But what are they doing about it besides talking about it?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But I mean, that's the best way, at least, to get information out, right? If there's information that needs to get out, at least you're getting it out there, right? One person can't do anything. I say it all the time. Like, as much as we sit on here and I try to go at these clowns, because this one here, wait till you hear what he has to say. This idiot, right? I go at these guys all the time, but at the same time, only the one person.
I saw that caption. I don't even want to listen to it.
The worst I could do is at least get it out there, no? She's gonna be on the bus with them heading back to Mexico.
You're a fucking idiot.
Be in prison. Okay.
What's that?
That's all I say. You're an idiot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You're an idiot.
Listen to this, Robert. This is why I tell Danny, like, we are next. After all of that, it's us. So listen to this.
Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
That's all true. That's 100% true. Everything I said in that clip is true.
Including that blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Yeah. Yes.
You just said blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. You didn't clarify that you were talking about black murderers.
Right. No, you're right. That's a good addition to that. That's a great point.
You think it's funny, or?
I do. I think it's hilarious. And people vote with their feet. People would rather pay a much higher property tax.
Most mass shootings.
What's with the interruptions?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you know what percentage of white people are school shooters? What proportion?
I'm curious I'm curious.
What proportion?
I'm curious whether your advice would be to people who have kids in
Wait,
these
is my
schools.
mic working?
Should they?
What proportion?
Should they avoid?
I'm saying what proportion of white people have committed school shootings? Are you playing dumb, or are you just not that
what
smart?
Difference
What's
does that
the
make
difference?
to the
So are you playing dumb, or are you actually dumb?
Maybe
it's
I'm
about
dumb.
proportionality.
Maybe I'm dumb.
Well, you know what Ye told me? I'll tell you verbatim what he said. So you use the N-word. I said, yeah. He goes, well, when niggas are being niggas. I said, so true. That's so true. Ye, if you've ever met him in real life.
I have, yeah.
Okay, well, then you know. He's nothing but polite, considerate.
Actually, he was very rude to me the last 2 times I interviewed him. He's a supreme narcissist, and he's also.
Well, you keep interrupting me. You're very rude. Are you black?
I
Because you're being very rude by interrupting me right now.
Because I just find it
for real, or he's AI.
That's real.
See,
this is real.
It's like these people can't really believe all the bullshit that come out of their mouths. They can't. Like, how are you still walking around alive?
Trust me. Trust me. And the whole
interview death on
is
a guy, but how are you alive still?
The whole interview is on Piers Morgan's channel, bro. That is real. That is not AI. That is real. That is Nick Fuentes, an actual known fucking racist who comes out here and says he's a racist. This is why. Do you know? Okay, so he was banned off of YouTube or whatever, right? Now, because he makes a few clips on Rumble, he's on Rumble. He has a following, though.
Mm-hmm.
He has a huge following of people that follow him. And he spews that shit all the fucking time. There's more to that. I just said I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Because like JG said, how was he still
give this fucking idiot a platform?
Because
you're surprised that he's gonna do this shit. You're surprised he's gonna insult you and embarrass you on your own fucking show.
It's clicks, man. It's clicks.
Money,
Nzo. So that, what could you do? You're feeding you're feeding the
100%. 100%. What you are doing is you are feeding into it. You think you're having a conversation with this guy because you want to school him or this and that, but no, because you have a lot of people I see on X that are saying Nick Fuentes destroys Piers Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's the shit that we get. Clowns like this guy. I'm going to show you another one because this one's even worse. Hold on. Right? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Where did I put this video? I could not believe this. So he said what he said, right? Here it is. Here it is. Watch this. Watch this, because this is fucking worse. Oh, I muted it. Hold on.
Oh, these guys.
Black people go, well, you're racist. You're racist. It's like, no, I just hate inconsiderate behavior. If black people were super well behaved, we would be racist in the other direction. We'd say, black people, oh, yes, dude, yes. My day is about to turn around for the better. What can I help you with, sir? Please, come right on in.
Why is he this way?
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Hey, Nick crazy for real, bro.
Why you enjoy that so much?
Hey, bro. Nah,
I ain't gonna lie, he had
crazy,
some points.
Bro.
I won't lie, he made a lot of valid points.
Nigga's crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I gotta see the comments after this, bro.
I think he made a lot of valid points.
Wow, bro.
What valid point?
Exactly.
I can't believe what I just heard.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
They do this all the time, dude. They do this all the
We're
time.
those fucking idiots.
All the time.
I think JG, you have more experience than them because I only seen a couple clips. Who are they? Yeah.
Oh yeah, they started out just doing like reaction stuff like that, like music videos stuff like that. But they are pretty much pro Trump. I'll put it that way. They are really pro Trump. So everybody in the comments saying that's my daddy. No, that's they daddy.
Oh yeah,
I'm saying I jokingly say stuff. They are serious.
Yeah. No, I'll say this, JG. You are nothing, absolutely nothing, a speck to compare to these guys. right? And we all know you're joking, right? We all know you're making jokes and stuff, but at the same time, like there's no comparison. There is no fucking comparison. These clowns have a huge following, Roberto, and they disrespect us by listening to Nick Fuentes saying he's right.
What fucking valid point did he have? I'd love to fucking hear what he had to say.
don't. Now, that's a video I didn't see them do. Usually I'll watch them because for me, I like to have knowledge from my enemies and from the people I like. That way 100%. I can know how to come at either one. That's saying I'm always going to win, but I like to know both sides of everything. They are supremely right-wing. It's a right-wing channel. I'll put it that way. It's like the only thing I ever, and that would even praise Trump, was when he was talking about sending troops down to Memphis. That's the only thing I ever say, yeah, please send them. If it's going to help, send them. And it's been working so far. Other than that, nah, fuck that dude.
It's fucking crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy.
What valid point did he make it? I just don't.
There is nothing that he says is valid. Absolutely nothing. There is nothing he says that is valid. I do not understand these people. Well, yeah, I do understand them. They're racist. It's just as simple as that. They are absolutely racist. You know what I mean? And they all kind of work for the same company that Charlie Kirk was working for. What does that tell you?
Everybody trying to take that spotlight, man. They all trying to get that Charlie Kirk money.
And he said, those are some real life porch monkey Uncle Toms there. Those are some I would stop if they were 1 mile over the speed limit. They'd probably be going to jail. Facts. They are some clowns. Absolutely. 100%. Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? And, okay, so I'm going to say this. That grift, from what I'm hearing from a lot of people who like Amazing Lucas, who used to be in that grift or whatever, he always says, that grift pays a lot. That grift pays a lot. So now, JG mentioned something earlier where he said, do these people actually believe the shit that coming out of their mouth? I don't necessarily know. I think the money gets them to say them things. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like you listen to Stephen A. Smith and you have to ask yourself, does he really believe the shit that's coming out of his mouth? Or is he trying to get a part of that grifter money? You know what I mean? I don't know. But either way you look at it, you are still demeaning us. You are still trying to put us down. And what you're doing is you're giving these people the right to say, you see, Black people think the same way, right? There's Black people that think the same way. So I'm not racist.
Good point.
That's exactly what it is, right? You get people out there that look like us that's able to say that crap, right? And then you have the racists that are saying, you see, well, if Black people think that way, then I'm not racist because Black people think that way. And not all of us do. Majority of us do not think that way. Me neither, thank God. You know what I mean? No, 100%. Thank God I don't think that way or know people that think that way other than JG. But we put up with JG every now and then. You know what I mean? I think we let JG, we give JG a little pass because he's been around for a minute. You know what I mean? So,
oh my goodness.
Like
Okay.
you said, you got to keep your enemies close.
Facts, Roberto. So before we move on, we're going to show some more jokes. I got JG's jokes, but I got one that I want to show. Not really a joke, but bro, I don't know if you've seen this, but this is one hell of a door.
Open it.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Now you f***ed up. Now you f***ed up. Open the door. You made my partner bleed. Now you got problems. He pushes that door open, light it up. Yep. Fuck around, bitch.
So if you don't hear in the background, he's saying peekaboo, right? Every time he hits the door,
I'm like, what
he's saying
is
peekaboo, peekaboo.
Relax. Calm down, dude. I got you, bro.
Bro, dude,
Hey,
tired.
He's right there.
Get your ass a door like that. All right. Oh my Lord. Like, I'd be doing the same thing. You know what I mean? You can't get me. Peekaboo, motherfuckers. Trust me. I was like, yo, that shit was hilarious. All right. So I got to find this other one here real quick. And then we will get to JG's ones. And I just remembered I had it too because I was passing it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. You can tell where black people stay.
Imagine pulling up to this court and everybody's got a big nutty Santa. And then out of nowhere, hey, nigga, we made it.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He's laughing. Danny said, but how could you do that about your race, a political view, or saying someone is the GOAT or not is one thing. Going against my race, then looking at my peeps in the face would be very hard to do. 100%. 100%. For money?
No.
For money? I couldn't do it for money, Danny. I'm right there with you. Well, all right. We're going to do the $1 billion question.
I got some videos for the $1 billion question.
we're gonna do the $1 billion question. $1 billion to disrespect black people. Roberto?
No.
Good job. Good job. You guys are impressive. I like that.
Would JG say no?
Yeah, he said no.
No, I wouldn't do it. You know where I live? Hell no, I'm not doing that.
But we already, $1 billion, Danny. $1 billion. But
can I wear like a mask or something? They put makeup mask on me so nobody knows who I am?
No, you gotta be on camera.
Can't do it.
I see your face. Huh?
Can't do it.
$1 billion.
10
I couldn't do it either.
Come on, Danny.
All right.
I can't do it. I can't because I gotta walk around now. Can't do it.
But could get you some good security though.
And it's funny, Roberto, because all you gotta do is get on camera and talk about black people, but we know some of the things JG would do for $20 million. And that's one of them he wouldn't do.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Remember that? Y'all suckers are disrespected, and then I'll send y'all 10 million each. Y'all suckers are disrespected, then I will send y'all 10 million each. You got 10 million for me, Donnie? Give me 10 million. I won't do it though. I couldn't do it. That's morally I just couldn't do it. I think I love my people way too much to be able to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go on there and say black people are shit. You know what I mean? Black people are this and black people, you guys gotta understand, man. Like, people don't like to live around black people. They really don't. Because black people will kill you, right? That's why white people are so scared of black people. Nah, couldn't do it. Doesn't even sound right. All right, let's get to JG's joke before I get in trouble.
Oh my God.
That is guaranteed AI video.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, that's guaranteed an AI video. All right, we got another one here. Let's bring it back to the beginning. Turn on the sound.
It's 7 p.m. Friday night by the creek. What the fuck are you doing, brother? What the fuck? Don't do that shit. Do you like bitches or do you like bananas? I like bitches. Well, don't deep throat bananas. What you doing to my no. Hey! You're not gonna do that, bitch. Do you like Jesus? Because Jesus don't like banana down throat. I love Jesus. Well, let's pray. Let's pray for you, brother. Heavenly Father, we pray that he don't put banana down throat again. We pray that he finds that God is good. God is good. I should play my song, bro. You can play your song. Go ahead. Okay. What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that sassy move? Hey! Hold on, brother. I know you like my dad, but I cannot be confused. Hey! What the fuck going on with show? Hey! What the fuck going on? What are you talking about, man? You know what I'm talking about. You talking about...
Okay. It's kind of funny, but I have a huge problem with this video.
Wow.
That is not a fucking Jamaican accent, bro.
Oh no, he sound more Nigerian.
No, he's African.
He sound more Nigerian.
Yeah, he's African, but on the site it says acting sus on my Jamaican friend.
Yeah, that's not Jamaican. I'm sorry. I didn't even.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's like acting sus on my Jamaican friend.
Because
I'm like, no.
I saw something similar.
And
it was a guy eating a banana, and he put it in his mouth to take a bite. He didn't even do like that guy did, because that's not suspect. That's 100. This guy just took a bite of a banana like you thought was normal. And the guy said, "Ya body man."
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that one.
And the guy just
seen that one.
and then he started breaking off pieces,
Yeah, I seen that one. I definitely seen that one.
That's
Jamaican.
Because
Danny,
they'll scream it at you.
All right, Danny, you offering some money there in the chat. Are you doing it for $1 billion? Are you selling out us for $1 billion?
Sounds like he is.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But it would make sense since he's Popo.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't too fond of us anyways. You know what I mean? Kind of makes sense that Danny would actually do that. Just questioning. We got to get to Roberto's talk, but I'm glad I found this one. I was looking for this one. What? Roberto, look at this shit. Look at this shit. This is why America's fucked up.
Come with me to Walmart as I open carry for the first time. What could happen? All right, y'all. So just parking alone, my fight or flight is already up. I will record for you guys, but I'm going to keep my head on a swivel. Let's see what happens.
When I first walked in, I started getting looks immediately, and I was able to catch this reaction on camera. Gary?
Yeah.
Hey. But wait, then I got questions like this.
Crazy. Is that a gun?
Yeah.
It's for your safety, right?
Yes.
I don't disagree, but I'll probably think about it.
Yup, people are starting to notice.
People were coming up to me left and right, being like, yo, we're down for that. I got a lot of people going like, what the f***? So many reactions in Walmart. I will post more in my stories, so make sure to follow. Would you open carry in Walmart, or would you keep it concealed?
Where's it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Why is it only black people sharing their opinions?
Because we can't do that. We can't do that.
Open in a black area, like fuck with me and you'll see kind of thing,
Yeah, that could be possible too. If I did and I got to 10 billion and I send you 10 million, would you send it back? Hell no.
Danny, come on.
Why would I send it back?
I'd say that's it.
I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't get anything. Wrong account, homie. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on that, Roberto? Just walking around with your dog out like that.
Well, like I said, it depends. She's in Texas. That ain't nothing special. Where is she doing it?
I don't know. I have no idea. But even still, like, man, JG, since you're in America,
that's all the time over out here. Open carry.
You guys are nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
Open carry.
You guys are nuts.
There was a guy at a gas station a few weeks ago that had a switch on his pistol, right on the side, sag his pants, sitting right there. You can actually grab it if you wanted. It was sitting right there. It was just normal.
It's the law in a lot of states now. It's called constitutional carry. It's legal in a lot of states. Yeah. And then you wonder why your gun rates and murders are so high.
Now, some places you can't carry it inside. So I was surprised Walmart she was able to do it in Walmart. That was kind of crazy.
I mean, I guess you could say the argument is something like that discourages people from attacking you or doing something to you. But if they got guns too and you got guns too, then it's going to be a shootout. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what are we doing here? I don't know, man. You guys, to me, I just look at those things and I'm like, man, that could never happen over here. That could never happen over here. If we were to walk out like that and you think you walking into a Walmart with a gun piercing out like that, what? Even if they suspect you have one hidden, you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because now think about it, right? You have open carry in some states. You can walk into a debonair, it's like nothing, and you can stick them up easy. Right? You don't have to pull your gun out of a waist or your back. You just walk in. Hey, give me your money. Like you gotta make it so easy for crime. It's crazy. You know those people that Roberto are talking that you feel like Nick is the one? What do you mean? You know those people that Roberto were talking about that you feel Nick is one. I got you. Well, we're gonna get into the next topic real quick. Roberto, you wanna lead us off?
People in the face.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the fist is for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, you were absolutely right. Roberto, you want to take over? Go ahead.
What, my topic?
Yes, sir.
Well, I mentioned to Nzo I wanted to do a topic on the lost traits, and he asked me what that was. That was scary on its own, because that just tells me that this is definitely something to talk about. The traits are something that were just common that you felt that you need to walk with, which is respect, courtesy, content. I thought there was 5 of them, but I could only come up with 3. And I know 2 of them are definitely lost. And that third one is questionable. But I mentioned to somebody, I find people aren't content anymore. And that person said to me, well, that's because they're not lazy. So I'm like, so you think content is lazy? That's the definition now. I always thought content was you were okay with what you had. Am I wrong? Hello?
Oh, no, you never.
I was saying, wait, should I slap my mic or something? Isn't content like when, say like I bought this phone, a new one came out. Oh, I don't need it. I'm good with this phone. It still works. Isn't that
you're right. Yeah. You're
How
right.
the fuck is that lazy?
Well, I don't know who said it's lazy, but whoever that guy was.
I can understand, like, if you're working a job and you're making, enough money to get by and you're happy with it, I call that content. But some people say, well, you don't want to make more money, man? Come on, man. What are you, lazy?
Well, I don't see the correlation to being content and lazy, but
I don't see it either, Anzo. I'm trying to put the two together because it really threw me off. And I came to realize that, yes, those traits are gone. People helping people across the street, holding doors for people, being courteous, giving your chair to an older person. You hold a door for someone, they say thank you. Fuck, it's almost disappeared. I hold the door. I keep telling people I don't work for them. What the fuck? You think, I want to stand here all day, hold the door for people to go in and out of this mall? Man, next time you're going to eat glass. And it's another thing causing me to change because I like to think I am polite and courteous. And if someone's walking behind me, I just naturally hold the door. But when you feel like, man, people don't fucking appreciate this shit, why am I doing it?
You know what?
Go to church?
I do that too, right? And I'll never forget that. This is why it doesn't bother me anymore. I'll never forget one time I was going to the plaza with my father, and I had opened this door for this woman, and she didn't say thank you. And I was like, bitch, I didn't need to open. My dad said, no. He said, don't do that. I said, why not? I opened the door for her. She didn't say thank you. And he said, yeah, but you did what you were supposed to do. It's not your fault if they have no respect or courtesy to say anything back. Oh, yeah, you're right. Doesn't matter what they think. It's a matter of you doing the right thing. That's all that matters. You did what you thought was right. That's fine. If they're too rude to fucking say anything to you, then that's their problem. You know what I mean? But never stop being courteous and doing what you need to do, because it's what you do that makes it feel right for you.
I got you. But I'm one of those teach their own. I ain't following that path.
You don't have to.
I'm the big six now, Nzo, and I say, fuck you. Hold the door for yourself. I know I'll hold it for somebody who appreciates me, because good people are just carpets nowadays, man.
Mm-hmm.
I see too many good people getting destroyed, thinking that they can continue to do what they do. They're just exhausted, man. Exhausted.
Yeah. But you'll never know someone's not going to say thank you until they actually pass until they pass it. Yeah, so you meaning you're not going to hold it for anybody?
If I do happen to hold it, I'm doing like you. I couldn't give a shit whether they say thank you or not. But if I have it in my conscience, I ain't holding it.
I got you. Listen, for me, I tell you, I had this woman in my building, and she used to be banging on my door. Oh, you guys are making so much noise. And we were not making no noise. Like, I'm telling you, no noise was going up in here. Like, nothing. Whatever they fucking hearing, it wasn't coming from us, right? So, she's an old woman. One day I catch her in the building, you know, and I like, before I get to that part, I like, stop fucking knocking on my door type of shit. Ain't no fucking noise here. If you knock on my door again, there's going to be problems. Like, I've said that to her, right? And then one day I seen her walking up the building, and usually I'll wait, like, because I didn't want to cross her path or anything. She had this big old fucking carrying case, and she's going up the stairs slowly. So I just grabbed the end of it, and I helped her up the stairs. And she said, thank you, or whatever. I was like, yeah, whatever. I just went on my way. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, for me, it's like, I don't do it for you. I do it for me. You know what I mean? I do it for me. I do it for me. Now, I'm not thinking that saying everybody has to think that way. Of course not. But, and I don't always think that way either. Let's not get twisted, right? It's just some days you get in that day, and it's like, whatever, man. I don't give a shit. I'm going to do it for me. What are your thoughts, JG?
I mean, it's just a Southern thing. We just do it. Hold the door open, say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. It's just a common thing. So, I would say 90% of the time, a person says thank you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, if it's a guy, you open the door for them. If they're older, they're like, no, brother, I'm old school. I don't do that. They will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the guys say appreciate it. Like, it's just, you know, just one of those Southern things we do. So I don't know. But as far as content goes, it's almost like you're at a job, right? And they have positions that are higher positions. But you're cool with where you are. To me, that's kind of content.
Yeah, it is.
It's not lazy. Well, you're not going for this position, so you're lazy. That's not laziness. They're fine where they are. Where they are works for them. So that's it. Laziness is if you're just sitting doing nothing, and when you should be doing something, you say, no, I don't feel like it. That's laziness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, listen, and Roberta, you know this, right? We trying to get the maximum amount of pay for the littlest of work. You know what I mean? You can't the max. That's not lazy. That's being smart with your time, right? So if you find a place where you can get the maximum amount of money, but you can be, and not lazy because you're still doing your job, but you're doing it at, I guess, let's say your pace.
Just enough to keep it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like what? Like, yeah, I'm good. I make enough money to where I don't, and then you're going to go someplace else where you have to work twice as hard to make the same kind of money that you do it. Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good. That's not being lazy. It's I'm content. I'm at a level to where I make enough money that I'm happy and I can live, and I don't feel like I need to strive for anything more. You know what I mean? If something comes along, then of course I'm gonna eat that opportunity up, right? But at the same time, I'm not going out there and be like, no, I gotta work harder. I gotta work 5 more hours a day. Nah, sir. Not at fucking 51. That's for damn sure.
No fucking Rocky theme playing behind me, man. Fuck that.
Facts. Listen, it gets to the point where that clock gets to a certain time and you just counting the minutes to get the fuck out of there.
Man,
You know what I
swear.
mean? Oh my God. And sometimes those last 30 minutes feel like it's a 2-hour wait because you know you're about to leave, but them minutes just tick, tick, tick by very slow, bro. Nah.
No, reverse those same 30 minutes on your way to work. Fucking shit's on nitrous.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, fucking 8:01. How's it 8:11?
Facts, 100%, Roberto. You know, fucking wake up earlier and you're like, okay, I wake up a little bit early. I should have enough time. And then you leave and it's the same fucking time you left when you woke up later. Like, wait, what? What am I doing here? Why am I doing this? You know? And then,
the fucking cube, man. I don't want to be in that zone, man. That shit just fucks you up.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. He said, yeah, Roberto, that's what he was talking about. Said, I don't see the correlation. Like, if you make enough money to live, enough money to be financially stable, and you don't want to be like a millionaire or a billionaire, you're content with that. I don't see a problem with that. Neither do I.
100.
There is no problem with that. There is no problem with that.
If you're good in your means, that's good for you, man.
Yes.
If you don't travel and you don't need that money to travel, good for you.
100%. And you do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And if you're happy with the way your life is, then who the hell is there to, or who is it to tell you that you're lazy because you're content? That's stupid. That's stupid.
Well,
I think consent. Yeah, go ahead. What's that?
Generational. Like things have different meanings now. I can't even keep up. I thought I was lost in YouTube, and then I talked to my kids. I'm lost in reality too, it seems. They're changing definitions of words and shit, man.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All the time. All the time I see something new and I'm like, what the hell does that mean? You know what I mean? Like
that's old talk, Nzo.
I
sit there, I just mumble to the wife. You know what they're talking about?
Danny said, I think consent can be perceived as lazy if you have the potential to do better, but you don't have the drive or desire to improve. That can be perceived as being lazy if they are complainers.
True.
I could see it being perceived as lazy to them, but is it really lazy though?
Fucking paper chaser. That's what means a complainer.
Right, because it's not lazy as long as you're happy and you're content and you're still doing what you have to do to make your money. Like that's not being lazy. That's not being lazy.
Your job, so you're obviously doing what's required of you.
Yes, 100%, 100%, 100%.
And if not, take advantage, like Nzo said.
Yeah, 100%. Because I know, you know, and not here, but other places, because I wouldn't do it here anyways, but other places, you know, and Robert knows about this, like you working at a place and you working hard, and then they say, hey, you know, you're working hard, you could get a promotion and stuff like that. If that's the kind of stuff that you're looking for, then I get it, because I've been there, right, where I worked hard at a place so that I could get promoted and stuff like that. But I don't want that drama anymore either. I'm good doing what I'm doing. And that's not being lazy. That's being content to where I don't need extra drama on my head at my age. I don't. Maybe in my younger days, I'd be able to handle it. I could probably still handle it, but wanted to handle it. I don't. I don't want all that. I want easy peasy in and out, and that is it. I tell people all the time, I don't come to work to make friends. I don't. I'll be cordial with you and whatever, but don't get it twisted. We are not friends. I'm not hanging out with you after work, calling you or anything like that. I'm there to work, make my money, and bounce. While I'm work, we can have conversations, we can laugh, we can joke, we can stuff like that. But that's it. That's it. Nobody is messing up my money. Nobody.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Nobody. That's not happening. Also, I disagree with the mindset, but people think it's because you don't have kids. I'm like, that's not a reason you can raise people to be respectful, courteous without resorting to that. Yeah, 100%. Look, I'll never believe that.
Come natural. I guess
What's
it's the
that?
health. These traits should come natural. I never
Yeah,
really taught my kids to be polite. I was just polite around them. So, they take from you.
Yeah,
But if
100%.
you have to tell your kid to say please more times than not, then something's wrong with that kid, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Please and thank you and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Look, I'll never believe that mindset because you can raise good kids without resorting to violence. Yeah, I feel you 100%. But like Roberto said, it's a lot to do. I don't like to blame parents for everything when it comes to kids, but a lot of it does have to do with parenting. It just does.
Facts.
Right? Kids are like sponges.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like sponges when they're growing up. And if you're not doing right, then they're going to mentally keep track of that, right? And even though you may try to be good, they're still going to remember that, oh, no, wait a minute. This is the way it's done. You know what I mean? So you have to be very careful about parenting. And, like Roberto said, if you're with your kid and you please and thank you, they're going to know that's the act. You don't have to tell them. You know what I mean? Now, when they're younger, you may have to be like, hey, don't forget to say thank you. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you,
You
whatever.
have to
They're
remind
younger.
them.
Yeah,
You remind
100%.
them.
Yeah, 100%. Of course, you're going to have to do that, right? They're kids, right? But at the same time, if you end up being a rude preteen, sometimes there's parenting. I'll admit I've made plenty of mistakes as a parent. 100%.
We all have.
But at least my son is respectful to other people except me, but he's still respectful. You know what I mean? No, but he's respectful. He's a good kid. Like, call him up, be like, hey, need a lift here. Boom, come pick me up right away. You know what I mean? If he's not doing anything. So he's always been respectful, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job raising him, and that's how I was raised. So Roberto, same thing. You know what I mean? I know Roberto family for years, so I know how he was raised. It's always respect. And so there's we're Scotian, all right? Roberto from the islands. And this is how I'm gonna tell you that there's a different mentality, right? My family, everybody gets called by their first name, right? Everybody gets called by their first name. So when I met Roberto's family, I was calling his parents by their first name. I had no idea until one day his brother came to me and was like, yo, my parents, they don't like you calling them by their first name. And I was like, my bad. I didn't know. It's like Mr. and Mrs. Mendez, as you can see, right? And I've called them that ever since, So it was a different culture and a different type of respect. I didn't know that at first because my family is you call everybody, everybody gets called by their first name. You know what I mean? Like they don't even want to get called by their first name. Now, his cousin's father, after I learned that, right? I started calling everybody like that. And I went to him and I said, hello, Mr. Johnson. And he said, no, don't call me Mr. Johnson. It makes me feel old. He said, don't call me Mr. Johnson. Yeah, he was like right away. He was like right away. He's like, no. He's like, no, you can call me. He said, you can call me Winston. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, no problem. So yeah. So
my uncle. He always wanted to be called Winston.
Yeah, he didn't want to be called by his like Mr. or Mrs.,
It's funny because
so I get it.
I dropped that same shit on my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I said, listen, we ain't friends.
Mm-hmm.
My friends call me by my first name.
Mm-hmm.
So I earned that right to be called Mr. Mendez now. And some guys, oh, don't call me Mr. What? It makes you feel old or something? It puts you in a place that makes you uncomfortable. Well, that's your problem if you can't get a grip with where you're at. I want to be called Mr. Mendez. I've been waiting a long time to be called Mr. Mendez, and I feel it's suited now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're in your 30s, I don't know you want to be called Mr. Mendez. You're still, you know? Just call me Mendez.
Depends on
Yeah.
Take the Mr. out of that shit.
What'd you say, JG?
Depends on who it is.
Yeah,
yeah. I can see that. You know what I mean? But again, so for me, it's like, you don't have to call me Mister. You call me Nzo. Like that. I'm all, but again, that's the way I was growing up. That's the way I was raised. You know what I mean? My friends would come to my house and hey, like my dad's name was Hodge, right? So hey, Hodge, how you doing? Blah blah blah, this and that. It was never, oh, your friends should be calling me Hodge. No, that's what they call it, Hodge and Donna. That's was their name. That's how they wanted to be called. You know what I mean? My friends' parents, like I'd go to their house and his mom's name was Peggy. Hey, Peggy, how you doing? You know what I mean? Oh, I'm doing good, Nzo. How are you doing? Right? So that's the different culture of mentality. But once I learned it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna respect what you want. You know what I mean? So
you go around a bunch of Jamaicans, elder Jamaicans, they're all going to be referring to each other as Mr.
Yeah. 100%.
Because I know when my dad would walk in that association, all I was hear, Mr. Mendy's, Mr. Mendy's.
Yeah. Mr. Noel.
We do that shit down here. No, we can be excommunicated. You call somebody by their first name, excommunicado. You are no longer invited. No. If they give you the okay to say, hey, say my first name, whatever. No, you always go in with a Mr., Mrs., yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. This is how it is.
Formal, right?
So,
it's very formal.
So wait, you when you talk to me, you say yes, sir, no, sir?
When I talk to my wife's parents, I still say yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Still call them Mr., Mrs. They want me to call them like mama this or pop this. I just feel uncomfortable. So,
to be honest,
even my dad, he's like 70, he just turned 78, 79. I still call him daddy.
Yeah,
because
sure.
I mean, it's just
sure.
it's just so it's one of those things.
Swear in front of my parents.
I still won't eat. It could be a romantic scene.
I will
look away. I will look away. I will look away because I just feel weird. See, even then, it's right. You just can't. We just don't do that here for the most part.
I look away because you're like, you know. Nah, we were cursing in front of my parents. Yeah,
I can't
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Now, some will slip out every now and then. It'll slip out. But it's like, oh, I did not mean to say.
Let me tell you,
scared anger, like you say the F word or the S word, shit, fuck, whatever, but not directed at them. Like fuck you.
I won't even say. No. I won't even sit around them.
No.
I'm that scared. I still won't do it.
But okay, so. There's been conversation. We're just talking in general and be like, yeah, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of conversation. Like, so here's the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Okay. How cool my parents were. I'm coming home from work. All right. I'm not home. I'm coming home from work. This guy's cousin, not Craig, Michael, is sitting in the kitchen with my father drinking. I walk in the house and this dude's sitting and I'm like, the hell are you doing here? And he's like, oh man, I came to chill with your pops, you know, have a little drink. I had this, I pop. I'm like, wait a minute. I was at work all day. Yeah, I didn't come to see you. I came to see your pops. He literally came to have a drink with my pops. And those two were sitting down in the freaking kitchen having a drink. Laughing, cursing.
You know how many times he did that with my pops?
It doesn't surprise me, Roberto.
Jump around whoever has a bottle.
No, he bought the bottle.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he brought the bottle. He brought the bottle and said, yo, let's have a drink. So you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. So it was comfortable for a lot of my friends to come to my house and chill. And, you know, my parents be there, right? Like it's comfortable. They come to my house, they chill, they smoke, they drink. You know what I mean? Because they know my parents ain't gonna say shit because my dad probably in the kitchen drinking too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. So yeah, when it came to like parties on the block is before I moved to Plymouth, though. Like my dad's house was the shit. My house was the shit.
So what, you were the original Dubby?
Well, not so much because Dubby was every day. You know what I mean? Dubby was a party every day. No. But when my parents like threw a party, they threw a party. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you one thing, JG, the Scotian way is something to witness, man. Like
100%.
This guy lived in my building. He had like a gentleman's club in the apartment building.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it was in the middle floor. I used to go down there, burn a spliff, have a juice, go play a couple of card games. My parents had no clue.
Yeah. All the time.
Sold food there, sold drinks, ran a tab. So what the fuck's going on here? Would never know.
Because it's always the same people, right? Always the same people going to check them out. You never have anybody new coming around there. And like that's where the Scotians hung out, was him, right? But before him, it was my parents, but they didn't do it every day like him. You know what I mean? Special occasions, birthday or whatever, they'd have this big party. My dad would like a big thing of fried chicken, chow mein, all kinds of food. And the house would be so packed that you could barely move around. That's how much people would be there, right? Until one Christmas party, right? My aunts were going off. They were acting the fool. My dad said, do not go in. First off, he said, stop the shit, right? Right away. Stop the shit. I don't want to hear it. It's Christmas time, blah, 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 blah. Do not go into my room. They went into his room, and my dad used to, like, he was like Mr. fucking Gadget, right? He would put these little locks on your doors and shit. He would take fucking little dressers and make cabinets on the wall and shit, right? So he had a lock on the door. And they went in the room and locked that door. And when he came, I remember it vividly. Came out the kitchen, he was doing the stuff in the kitchen, and he went to go in the bedroom, and that door was locked. And it wasn't locked for long because that door kicked open, boom! And there was nothing but everybody get the fuck out! And we never had a Christmas party again. A party in general, again. These parties were so legendary that people were coming from Nova Scotia to come to the house for parties. We never had another one again. Right? So
I respect that, man. You dropped the law. You disrespected him. It's over.
Yep. Done. That was it. You know what I mean? I had cousins I used to see everywhere, every year. After that party, I ain't seen them until someone died. You know what I'm saying? That's the time I seen them again. Someone passed away and I went to the funeral and then I got to see my cousins again. It was crazy.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that weren't going to those parties that were vexed because they had nothing to do with that fucking bedroom.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. They were vexed, but the two sisters going fighting over a man. Danny said, good show. Gonna bounce. Take care, Danny. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. Danny. Much appreciated. We're going to get into the last topic real quick because I think this one is extremely interesting. And I think we'll talk about it a little bit. And, of course, this is Canadian news, whatever. But I want to get you guys' opinion on this because I ain't mad at it. Hold on. Let me get this.
Is this an old band or a new band?
New. All right. Experts warn of unintended consequences if Canada implements youth social media ban. So basically, Australia's first of its kind legislation that restricts young people from using popular social media sites came into effect Wednesday, and other countries are considering following suit, but experts say it's a similar blanket ban for youth still unlikely to work in Canada. So Australians under the age of 16 are no longer legally permitted to have accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, X, YouTube, Snapchat, Reddit, Kick, Twitch, or TikTok?
Damn. There's gonna be a lot of angry fucking kids over there, man. I don't know if kids could topple a government, but I could see it fucking starting.
I'm not mad at it though.
I'm not mad at it either.
I'm really not mad at that.
At all.
Me neither. JG, what about you?
I ain't mad either. These kids need something else to do. We're having to go into people's houses and just chilling and going having fun and get off your phone and have a conversation. Ever go to a restaurant and you see they on a date or something? Everybody's on the fucking phone.
Yes.
100%. They're texting each other on the phone. You're right in front of each other, but you're texting. What the hell?
100%. I saw that and I was like, oh, I guess other countries are thinking about doing it and are kind of other people are up in an uproar or whatever. But listen, if you are on social media, X and all of these platforms like we are, 100%. They're fucking toxic as hell. Toxic as hell. I do not wrong them for taking kids under 16 and not allowing them to have anybody under 16 not allowed to having a Facebook account.
There's no fun. There's no filter.
None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Said I sent a comment if you don't mind checking it out about this. Yeah, where did you send it? He said, oh, here. My parents always allowed.
You sending some subliminal message to somebody?
No, because my camera has autofocus, right? So if I move to the left and move to the right, it moves. So when I put my hand up, it stops and starts it, right? So look, watch. You see my camera's moving now? You see? So right now, if I move, my camera moves to where I go to follow me. And then I do this to stop it so I can stop it from following.
Nice. Technology, man. Me,
facts.
Move, I just move.
So my parents always allowed me and my siblings to cuss we never cussed them out of respect, and they taught us that like we understood that is disrespectful. 100%. I get that. You know what I mean? My parents were never like, don't be cursing out there. You know what I mean? Like I remember one time I was looking at a plane and the plane had like a banner on the back of it, and I was following the plane and I was like, oh fuck. And then when I went like this, my parents were sitting right on the balcony looking at me. You know what I mean? They didn't say anything. They said whatever, So he said, no, the comment above that. The one above that, the only one I have from that is this one. But if their parents aren't going to do anything, someone else has to. Then it says, I'm back. And then I got my parents always allow me and my siblings. And then here. Said, my only problem with this is how long will it be before governments get involved and issue this for everybody? I got you. Well, I mean, at the same time, you mean everybody in general? Like they can't ban TikTok and all these for everybody, but I don't see a problem with them banning it for kids. I don't. You can go on X and nothing but ass pops up.
I ain't mad at it.
Well, you're not old, JG.
You know what I mean? You can go on Instagram and nothing but ass pops up.
Yes, sir.
Like for kids, they don't need to be seeing that. There's the toxic racist stuff and, the toxic this and hate that and all kinds of stuff. So if they're going to ban them for until they're 16, I'm okay with it. I'm 100% okay with it. Said, I don't see a problem for it anyways, but I'm saying like how long before the government makes it so you can access the internet without a digital idea. So here's the thing. You may be onto something with that, but I think it's more about propaganda, right? I think it's more about controlling the narrative. So I think they want to do that more than anything than banning people from these sites, right? Like X, if you're going on X right now, Elon Musk just allows you to say whatever the hell you want to about black people.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, do whatever you want to say, and you don't get in trouble with it. You know what I mean? But the minute you say something about the Jews or the Israel or something like that, you getting in trouble. You know, so it's more about the narrative than anything. And I think that's what people need to be more scared about, you know? Go ahead, JG. What you got?
I mean, you're right. I mean, do need, but can't we talk, man? We do need a ban on it. No, for people, I think it should raise it like 17 or 18.
Yeah, me too.
Because I mean, you might heard a lot of these, you know, these social media influencers. Because I'm probably hard pressed to say that a lot of their clicks they get are from people 16, 17 years old, probably.
Yes.
So they might hurt them, but for the most part, I mean, like we talked about already, kids are sponges. Even at 16, you're still a kid. Maybe an older kid, but you're still a kid. We can all say, man, the stuff I thought I knew at 16, by the time I got 21, by the time I got to 30, I was a fucking idiot. Right? Yep. So you got a lot of these 16-year-olds taking in all this BS they keep seeing and hearing. And they're regurgitating the same thing, make their own channels, doing their own streaming platforms, right? Look at dating these days. You got folk 20, 21 talking. I mean, it's ridiculous. So yes, there needs to be a ban on this stuff. There needs to be some type of protocol involved. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm against those. I love the booty. I love the titties that I see on there. I enjoy it.
So do I. I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I didn't. I'm just talking about.
I ain't 16 anymore, so I don't ban it. But
yeah,
100%. Don't ban it. I'm 16. Don't ban it. But yeah,
100%.
Yeah, they need.
I look at it every time I see it.
I mean, social media, these technology, they're raising our kids these days, man. We need something needs to change.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? And narratives that are going around there, you know, people, parents need to start being parents again. I'm not saying all parents are like that. Parents need to start being parents again and stop giving their kids a phone or, you know, throwing them in front of the computer just so that they would leave them alone. You know what I mean? Like, you got to stop doing that. Spend some time with your kids. Now, hopefully these kids will be outside doing stuff and playing. Because back in the day, Saturday mornings, it was Saturday morning cartoons. And then we were outside until V came on at nighttime, right? We weren't going in the house. We were outside. Kids don't do that anymore. Why would you need to do that when you could pop on your Xbox and you can connect to every single friend that you have in a party and you all are just sitting there playing games, talking shit? Why would you need to go to somebody's house anymore? Nah, we got to change that. We got to change that.
You know, the thing is about that, Nzo, the kids aren't buying this shit, huh?
That is
true. You're right. Parents are buying it for the kids. Yes, I agreed with you. The kids don't have the money to buy it. That's for damn sure. So you are 100% correct.
They're fucking doing some shit online and shit. You know, but and I'm sure even their parents don't even know how their kids got some of their Xboxes.
Absolutely. I wasn't allowed even in my house on Saturday. Facts. You know what I mean? Like, nah, take your ass outside and play. What are you in the house for? No, go outside and play. Yeah, go outside and play. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people who I talk to now, like when I went to my reunion, the guys were talking about going state. I was asking people, can you still stay? Can you still stay? Right? They're like, can you? Like, yeah, I used to do that shit every day. Every day. Swimming pool. We were up there every day. That's why I'm like, you can't swim? Like, we don't live around water, and we were at the swimming pool every day.
Yeah, I experienced my first fucking sunburn.
Facts. Well, I didn't because I'm black, but
people never experience something.
Black people get sunburned too. You fall asleep in that fucking sun for 4 to 5 hours, tell me your skin ain't fucking sensitive.
I don't know, brother. Me and Nzo get kissed by the sun. You might get like,
yeah.
You get a little tan. You get a little burn.
See, here you guys go.
Black
people look bad. Stop
No,
that shit.
Me and JG are protected, Roberto. You
Yeah.
little light skin, bro. So I
have
can
less
understand
melanin,
that.
Yeah, because I'm lighter skinned. You stop your shit.
No. It's 100% true because I had a cousin, right? Me and him would be in the swimming pool at the same time. Come outside, we'd be on the bench, and he'd come home and he'd be sunburned up, peeling and shit. Not me. Right, it's just different. Like it's a known fact. It's different, right?
Never
Me and
had
he's
that
and he was a little, and he's a little bit your complexion. Black people in Chicago don't swim. No, about yours.
Man, I'm in the sun all the time. Never had that. I got sunburned in fucking Cuba.
Oh, wow. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, ain't no trees down there.
Yeah, me too. I get darker, not sunburned. Yeah, thanks for the $2 super chat, and thanks for the $4.
I get your complexion, Nzo.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, hold on.
I need evidence. I need photographic evidence.
No. Hold on, Roberto. You get my complexion. I get called purple.
You get that.
I get called purple, right? You're so black, you're purple, right? Oh, you're fucking the darkness under a bed type of thing. Yeah, that's what happens to me in the summertime. Right, when we used to go swimming. Everybody used to tell me that shit growing up, bro. All of the shit.
I remember there was a guy, man. He was black as fuck. He had the nerve to wear a number purple. He said,
yeah.
I'm looking at.
Yeah. You know, and worst part about it is, right? Again, I'm gonna go with my name, Nzo. So now I really look like an African, all right? And I'm named Nzo. So now I'm dark skinned, like, yeah. What part of Africa are you from? You know? Hey,
oh my God.
Thanks for the $4 and $2 super chats, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Dandelion said, hey, everybody. He said, I got pictures where I was just a smile and some eyeballs. Facts. Facts. Facts, Brian. Facts.
Oh my goodness.
Also, social media has changed. It's not the same when we first joined it. It's more toxic, it's more destructive, and it's good, and it's not good for kids. It probably wasn't good for us to be on anyways. Yeah, 100%. It's very toxic.
When I got on this
yeah, me neither. Yeah. Hey, listen, we could do a whole story about all the stuff that came out when we were growing up. You know what I mean? That they didn't have when we were kids.
You guys don't know the luxury. They can make fun of us. You know, I saw this conversation. One father wrote, this kid wrote, yeah, tell me if my dad's bullshitting me or not, but is it true that at midnight you guys would have a countdown and the channels would sign off? I go, facts, man.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
There's no fucking TV after midnight when I grew up.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's all you give is infomercials.
Static channel.
Yeah. Static channel. And then JG, yeah, either that or that's when they started keeping the late nights when the infomercials came out, right? So after everything went off, you would get the infomercial, the shopping channel shit, the infomercial, the freaking.
That's your childhood. My childhood, there was no fucking shopping network.
I know. No, the shopping network started. Yeah.
All off at midnight.
Yeah. The shopping network started in my generation.
Yeah, they started the late night.
Yeah. But when I first was there, yeah, you're right. TV would go off. You'd get the color lines, and it'd be like, beep.
Yeah. So anybody tell you they're watching TV after midnight, they're lying.
Facts. Also, someone is trying to bring back Twitter by buying the name from Elon. I'm like, you can keep it. I don't want part of that. Old Twitter was toxic, 100%. He said the red, white, yellow, green screen, that was highly pitched with the highly pitched sound. Yes, exactly. You know what I mean? Now, you'd be lucky on the Saturdays, right? And the weekends, it would stay on a little bit longer. And if you got a couple of channels, you would get the blue and white. Right?
Yeah, the static porn.
You get that too.
But you have to imagine it.
I
can imagine what she looks like.
Dandelion said we had to attach jumper cables between the rabbit ears and the chandelier to get better reception. Facts, 100%. And she's
One of us had to stand next to the TV to be like a
you-
ground.
you'd have tinfoil on it and shit. You know what I mean? Taped up to the wall. He said, "Oh, I go bright red, then back to white. So not cool." Oh yeah, 100%. You're laughing, Brian, because you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. The rabbit ears and everything. Analog TV, you know what I mean? You put it into the cable slot in the back there, and then you put it up and you're adjusting it so that you can get the channels right. You can never get the channels right, but you know, you can get some picture on it. Oh yeah, bro, like all of that shit.
4 or 5 channels. That's it.
Yeah, I know. ABC, NBC, CBS, PBS,
and,
CTV, and the
channel.
CBC,
Yeah,
CTV, CTV, and then you have the French channels. Yeah. We didn't go up past so, and of course I'm gonna date because you had the analog channel, the TVs with the clicker. Click, 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 and then you go to you, and then you go to the one on the bottom. Click, 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 click. Not more than 20. You know what I mean? Not more than. I remember when Fox came, right? Because we never had Fox. Fox was a new channel that came out, and we're like, "Oh, we got a new channel! Yay!" Right? So he said, "To be honest, I'm kind of growing tired of social media. Like I'll keep YouTube and Discord. I just don't see any reason to have others. Facebook is for family, but it's just not worth it." I agree with you 100%. My black and white TV.
For my golf tips, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's about it. To be honest, I don't put nothing on Instagram.
Yeah, same here. My black and white TV used to pick up wireless phone calls and local CB truck chatter. Really? Now, yes, we did have black and white TVs at the time too, brothers. Yes, we did. Right? No color TVs, black and white.
If you guys could have seen the stereo my dad had.
Oh yeah,
it was like a kitchen table.
Facts.
And you open it up, and the stereo was inside of it.
Like
furniture was massive.
My aunt had a TV where you would open up the top, and it had 2 turntables inside. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then we all had that big grandfather TV in the living room, right? You know what I mean? We all had the
wood.
Yeah, straight wood.
You kick that shit, your toe is done, you know?
And that TV,
fucking 3 pounds.
And you know what's funny, Roberto? That was one of those TVs that they had before we were born and still worked until we left the house. Like,
guys, appliances would last 15, 20 years.
Facts. 100%. 100%.
Content.
Yep. And you think, so you would have your record player, your tape deck, your amplifier, you know what I mean?
And reel-to-reel.
Your reel-to-reel 8-track or whatever, and you'd have like 5 or 6 pieces, and that was your stereo system with a big wooden speaker. Yeah, bro. I knew it, man. He says, so when Fox first launched, did it have the bullshit and racist propaganda with the plastic-looking people that it has now? Nope. When Fox first started,
Fox was cool.
Yeah, it was. And there was a lot of little shows that nobody ever heard of. Like they had a lot of black shows that would help it out, right? Because Godfrey has a good video where it talks about a lot of these companies used black people to get in. Fox was one of them, right? All those little black shows that you would see were usually on Fox first.
Yeah,
and
like
those
different strokes in those kind of shows that were on Fox, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Said the lady downstairs was pregnant before her husband did. Heard her chatting with her friend next door. Really? I knew the lady downstairs was pregnant before. Oh, okay. You knew the lady downstairs was pregnant before her husband did. Wow. those big floor model tube TVs in the wooden cabinets? Yes, 100%. Made to last. All right, not this crap here. You buy this 85-inch TV, and you lucky if you get 5 years out of it.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who didn't have a wall unit in their living room?
Nobody. Everybody did.
Every fucking single person had a wall unit in their living room.
100%.
Single person.
100%.
Fucking dawned on me, man.
Yeah, 100%. When you go back and you think about those days and go to people's house, they all, and you know what was in those wall units? Usually some freaking China or some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Outdated China.
Yes.
Chinaware pictures all covered in dust.
Yes. And then you would get the ones where you could put your TV there, right? So you got your TV, you got your Chinaware, you got your all kinds of stuff in there. Yeah, 100%, bro. And you know what? You did have sometimes you'd even have like champagne glasses in there, and no one ever touched those glasses. You never used them. Right? Even when you had champagne, you would go in the kitchen and get a champagne glass. You wouldn't touch the ones in the cabinet.
When I moved my parents and I had to take that cabinet apart and take the stuff out of it,
I can imagine.
I didn't know dust could turn to what it turned into.
I can imagine.
I didn't know dust could fucking break. You know what I mean? Man,
I can imagine.
This wall unit.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. He said, that's worth something I heard before. It was everything cheaper that breaks easily. Now, nothing really holds up anymore. Like in 2010, you can have a phone for like 12 years. Now it won't last 4 years. Yeah. And they do things to make sure your phone doesn't last that long because they want you to upgrade. Those cabinets are, go ahead.
I have to blame the thing that you're in love with for that, which is Apple.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be an iPhone guy back in the day, and I had the 8 gig iPhone 4. And I remember they came out with the 16 gig, and everyone's like, oh, fuck, that's too much, man. We don't need 16 gig.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, they came out with a fucking upgrade that ate up all of your 8 gig, and you had no choice to get a fucking 16 gig. And next thing you know, 8 gig disappeared. I said, these motherfuckers, they're forcing me to get 16. 16 turned into 32. 32 turned into 64. And as they kept increasing, they kept eliminating. So you're telling me in order for me to be a fan of you, I got to keep getting rid of shit that still works and pay more money for it? Go fuck yourself.
So I'll agree with you with the Apple and the upgrading the phones every year. I believe they started that 100%.
It was their software. They were fucking putting out upgrades like every second week, man.
Yeah. The software too, and again, a lot of the apps too. I'll blame the apps too because with technology, they added more stuff to apps, right? So the apps got bigger and stuff like that. But the upgrading phone every year, 100% that was Apple. I don't believe they used to do that until fucking the Apple iPod came out. Then the iPod mini came, right? Every year there was a new iPod. Then it got switched to the phone. And then every year a new phone came out.
I had
every year.
Everything I owned was Apple. I was an Apple developer, Nzo. That's how deep I was in Apple. So they fucking screwed me when I made my app.
Oh, yeah.
So you know how it works with Apple? You make an app, you have to sell X amount. And if you don't, whatever you sell, they keep.
Okay.
And you have to submit your app to a panel that has to accept it. So basically what I did is I created an app and I called it the hand job. And what it was an image of a hand on your lock screen that had like your grocery list or your reminders to do. You know, like we used to do in school, used to write shit on our hand. Well, iPhone back in the day, if you wanted to see, you had to always unlock your phone, go to your notes. There was several steps you had to do to see your reminders and whatnot. So I put this hand on the fucking lock screen that you don't have to open your phone. You can see whatever your reminders are right there. They didn't like the fucking name. So they made me change the name. But the name was everything, man. Hand job, the hand that does the job. But some people are gonna buy it thinking it's a fucking hand job thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll take curiosity money. But these motherfuckers made us change the name. We changed the name. It didn't have the success we thought it would, and they kept all the revenue. And we were off by like maybe 100 downloads to get our money, and they kept. Everything. I said, "You're the evil empire. Go fuck yourself. Who else is out there?" And that's how I became an Android guy.
I got you.
So justified.
No, I got you. You see, I feel you because that's how I feel about ACN. That's exactly how I feel about that company.
And did I say anything to you?
No. I'm just telling you, so you know. Yeah. I'm just saying, like that's how. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah.
Okay.
I heard it was like a glitch in the software that they leave on purpose because it slows down your phone over time to make you upgrade it. I don't know if it's a glitch. I think it's done on purpose. It's not a glitch. They used to
done on purpose.
Yeah, it's done on purpose so that you got it. Yeah, I'm supposed to upgrade my phone. Listen, unless you have to, if you don't really want to, because I upgrade my phone almost every 2 years, and this phone does nothing different than the iPhone 10 did.
You know what I mean? Oh, the camera's stronger. Why can't I see the difference?
Nothing different. Really and truly.
What I mean? Why can't I see the difference? Oh, we added an extra lens. Okay. That's why it's fucking $2,000 now?
Yeah, like from 10 to now you can see a difference, but from last year to this year, no difference. No difference. I had the one before this one, and then I have this one. No difference.
What are you at now? 17?
No, I think 16.
No, I mean Apple's reached 17 now, no?
Yeah, 17. I got 16.
Okay.
I got the 16.
So you'll probably have the 19 or the 18.
18. The 18. Yeah. The 18. If I decide to do it. Again, because I got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I need to upgrade right away anymore. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, I'm a type of, I like to be updated with my technology. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh yeah, hey, let me do this.
And they know that. A lot of people do.
Yeah. But I'm at the point now where I'm like, all right. I don't think so. Because what happens is,
well, how many gig you have on your phone?
Terabyte.
Terabyte.
No.
You have no real reason to want to fucking upgrade your phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I know.
Just for bragging rights, if anything.
Yeah, 100%. Just to say I have the new iPhone. You know what I mean? And
that's not content.
I don't need to do that. I'm like, I'm not going to be in a rush to get it. I may upgrade, but I'm not in a rush to do it. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to. Because what happens is my bill, when my contract is up, you know, I'm paying like $50, something like that. But when I upgrade, it's $200.
Yep. Got to pay for that phone.
So every 2 years, right? You upgrade and you're paying $200 a month. I'm not doing that I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You could rent your phone?
Yeah. You can rent your phone and then give it back and then upgrade next and keep renting it. I wouldn't do that either because you're probably spending more renting it than you are actually buying it, you know?
Hey, listen, if this had a good resale value, I would fucking buy it. But this phone ain't worth shit when I give it back because the battery fucking can't hold a charge, usually after 2 years. So what good is it to me, man?
100%. Dandelion said she went from 11 to 17. Yeah, but here's where they get you, right? You go to 11 to 17, but do you want the regular one? Do you want the Pro or do you want the Pro Max, right? I got the Pro Max, right? Because I was like, if I'm upgrading, I'm going to go for the best. I'm not going to go for so I get the best one, the one with the most terabytes.
But don't you have the option to get a terabyte on the Pro as well? Because Pro Max is just the biggest phone, right?
It's the biggest one. Yeah. It's the biggest one.
Pro Max is just the size of the phone. It doesn't. It's not has a faster processor or.
It has a different processor. Yeah. The Pro Max has a different processor than the Pro. Yeah. They make sure to put one has, like, for example, the A5 chip. The other one will have the A6. You know what I mean? So yeah. But other than that, like, they can all do the same thing. The intelligence and all of that. Yeah, she said she has the Pro Max too. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I go for the big one. So I'm like, I'll probably keep this one till it conks out. Then I'll upgrade again. But I'm not going to do it right away because I want to. It's been every 2 years I've been upgrading. So can you imagine for, let's say, 7-8 years, I've been paying $200 and something a month for my phone, right? Because my phone usually ends exactly when a new upgrade comes out. Like the day upgrade comes out, it ends because that's when I always renew my contract, right? So I've been doing that for like 8 years straight, changing every year, every 2 years. Before that, I used to buy them out straight, right? I wouldn't rent them. I would buy them out straight. So I was paying like $1,700 for my phone one time, and then I wouldn't have to worry about my bill going up. You know what I mean? But that got to be like, I can't be doing that every year, every 2 years. And that's when I was doing it every year, right? I was upgrading every year. It's when I started doing it with the plan. That's when I started doing it every 2 years. But
So
at
why
one
isn't
point,
there any more lineups for Apple? I remember back in the day, I had to fucking go and stand in a 2-3 hour line to get my fucking phone. Why doesn't that shit happen?
Because people can get it delivered to them same day. You know what I mean? You order that shit, it comes the day it comes out. That's how I got mine. I ordered it. The day it came out, it came. My PlayStation, my Xbox. You remember when people used to have to go out and stand out in line to get these systems? No, you just order it and it comes the exact day it comes out. So you don't even have to leave your house, bro. You don't even have to leave your house. That's why there's no more lines anymore. I just got the Galaxy 16 5G cell. Phone is so cool. I got you. I only replaced my 11 because I wanted a better camera for photos I take for work. I'll keep this one for at least 6 years. Yeah, exactly. 100%. But guys, it was a great show. Thank you everybody for popping in. Much appreciated. I appreciate everybody that came in and chilled with us. Roberto, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
I just have to gloat. I have the S25 Ultra. This is like, I buy this phone and I ain't buying another one. It's a little computer. It's a little computer. Yeah. Honestly, I love it. The camera's excellent. The only thing that would cause me to get another one is when it doesn't hold a charge longer than 2 days, you know?
That's what year is your phone? When'd you get it?
It's the latest. Galaxy.
Oh, you got the latest one? Okay. So which one would you say that the battery didn't charge anymore?
I never had a problem with these Samsung Galaxies.
Oh, okay. I thought you said earlier that your phone is not holding a charge anymore.
Well, no. I was referring to other phones, why you would get rid of it, you know?
Oh,
it can't hold a charge anymore.
Yeah.
I'm super happy. The amount of time I spent on this phone, and I just charge it so it doesn't die on me. I don't really charge it, but every 2 days, man.
Dandelion says, "Sorry, I came late. Had to work. Had a work thing to go to. Don't even worry about it. There's no reason for. Yo, let's freaking go. 70-58. Spurs beating the Lakers. Quarters cup. Nice. Let's go. I gotta go watch that game before I get out of here. But yeah, Dandelion, never complain about being late. I'm just glad you came. You know what I mean? I'm just glad you were here, and I'm glad you enjoyed the part that you came for. 100%. Speaking of Apple, all the top execs working there left the company recently. People have been there for like years. The CEO is about to step down, so they're about to have a completely new leadership. Well, hopefully the leadership gets better and it doesn't get worse. You know what I mean? Yeah. I bought Cyber Monday. I seen that they had new Beats on sale. And I said, you know what? Let me just go grab these Beats real quick because these ones were beat up and shit. Like, they dying. So if it's a good sale, I'll get it. But I'm not just going to go and, like, just spend out money out like that for nothing anymore. Like, I could do better. You know what I mean? I could do better. So with that being said, Roberto, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Right here, Wednesday night with my boys down Bigger Ford Entertainment. JG Shaolin, terrific, getting shit off our chest live like we do.
All day, every day. JG, do your thing, brother.
JG Shaolin, terrific. The undefeated, undisputed final boss of the 36 champion Shaolin. Wee! Shout out Jim Kelly, martial artist, black guy, film actor. Just so you know. Yo, everybody, thank you so much for checking out this fire stream. The O.O.C. prime time on YouTube with the host Nzo, aka the Abbott, and the Osiris of the Sheet Spliff King, the professor of Ganja, alongside his co-host Roberto, aka Mr. 100, aka No Trouble Did Anything Gonna Be Irie. No woman, no cry. Y'all realize I kind of color coordinating today? What's up? I didn't get the memo.
You know what? You know what? We were backstage and Roberto said, "Oh, we're doing the same color shit again."
You know what, AG? I think for like a month straight, 3 weeks to a month straight, we came on wearing the same fucking colors.
I swear,
not even coordinating.
Facts.
It was scary. I was like, "What the fuck's going on here, man? Let's roll with it."
Dandy Lion said, "Anzo needs to save money for more cat trees." Hey, listen. I don't know, Roberto. You have two cats, right?
Mine's bigger than that, man.
Yours bigger than that?
Yeah. You know what I was actually thinking of doing? It's gonna run a tube along the side of the wall to let.
Yeah. Me too. So,
nuts at night, man.
Oh my God, Roberto, okay? So, my older cat is named Nala, right? She started doing something that the younger cat wasn't doing, and now all of a sudden the younger cat is copying her and doing the exact same thing. Huh?
Follow passion, man.
Yo, this cat. So we got a new couch, right? And I had to put plastic around the couch because these fucking cats keep doing the scratching thing on my couch, right? Mm-hmm. So we put the plastic on there. So they didn't mess with it for a minute. Then the older one got a whip that she could still do it on the plastic. So she started doing it on the plastic. The little one was never doing it. She was always doing her little trees or whatever we have. Because we got scratching posters all over this damn place. Now the little one is doing it, right? The older one, whenever I would make the bed, would get under the sheets, go and lie down right by my pillow and whatever and sleep there. The younger one was never doing that. Now, all of a sudden, I come home today, the younger one's sitting under the blanket sleeping too. I'm like, wait, what? These cats are following each other? Like they're doing what they oh, my God.
So imagine when you have 4 of them.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I was thinking about getting another one too, and I'm like, I don't know about that one.
This is by choice, you know, and it has its moments. Like, you know, they drive us crazy.
Yeah.
We actually had chicken wire on our couches at one point because
I know. Me too.
Peeing on our couch. My Bengal was peeing on our couch and
on
our best couch, our white couch.
We
had like it's so funny because when they got ringworm, we had to quarantine them.
Mm-hmm.
So when we quarantined them, they were locked up in rooms, so we didn't have to cover our couches and shit. And I was like, this is what our fucking house actually looks like. Holy fuck, we got a nice house, man. Because of these cats, we look like we're gypsies. Fucking blankets everywhere, man.
I'll tell you this, right? When we decided to get the cats and like, okay, you want cat, I'll get the cat, no problem, room, right? After about a week, I was like, if I had remembered about all this cat fucking fur, I probably wouldn't have got any cats, bro. Oh my God, the shedding. Ugh. Cleaning every single day.
You're in a fucking globe.
Yep.
You see hairs everywhere.
I make sure that I have those, rolling pins because I used to hate to see people like on the bus or metro and they look like they have cats. You could tell because they got cat fur all over them. So I would always have my rolling brush, take that shit off. But it's a lot, man. It's a lot. He said, oh, yeah, StreamYard came out with an update that allows you to have 2,000 people in a stream. Interesting. That's too many people. Absolutely. Use aluminum foil or double-sided tape to stop the couch scratching. My cats would probably find a way.
Does not work for me.
Yeah, they would probably find a way around that shit. And my bedroom, the bed, I need a new bed frame now because that shit looks like Swiss cheese too now, you know? So, yeah, absolutely. But, guys, thank you, everybody, for popping in. I just wanted to give that little cat story. The only real solution to couch scratching is to not have cats. You know what?
I have to agree.
No, I agree with you, but I do love my cats, so I'm happy. Like, you know what I mean? When I come home and they start meowing and coming up and wanting to get pet and stuff, yeah, I like that shit. I'm cool. I like my cats, so I'm not gonna complain. But guys, thank you everybody, much appreciated. Dandelion, Stranger, Yesterday's Enterprise, Danny, Brian was in the house with his super chats. Appreciate you as well. What's that?
I said we had a few new people in here I never seen before.
They've been around. If you're talking about Nerd Huddle, that was just Brian on his other account, right? So
let me see who was it.
G Major was up in here. Monique was up in here. Monique might have been a new one. That's why. So yeah, I appreciate everybody that came in here. It was a great show. We'll be back next week. Tomorrow night we'll be doing the breakdown to it. Friday we'll be doing the last 3 episodes of Bel Air, and then we're off. Now next week will probably be the last O.O.C. until after Christmas, right, Roberto?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, most likely. So guys, make sure to check that out. Probably have some fun with you guys. Have some fun in that episode. And yeah, because we ain't doing it on a Christmas Eve. We ain't doing it on New Year's Eve. So we'll probably be off for the next 2 weeks. So thank you guys for coming. Much appreciated. And we are outie. Peace.